Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for these all the presentations for the Alexandra, UNDP, and Harry from World Bank. As always, we really looking forward to having those real tangible actions for the support, which is much needed. So basically, from my side, I'd like to just to present the what we are thinking in terms of a way forward for this tracking working group for the next step. So please, next slide, please. So just to give you where we are, I think we are in this May. Today is May 12th. So this is the tracking working group. So we have finished the first round of working group covering the authorization and the reporting and tracking. And then we have gathered quite a lot of useful countries presentations, as well as the some specific manuals and tools that has been used for the purpose of authorization and reporting, and also today in the tracking. Of course, we understand that some of the discussions related to the rules are still ongoing, but at the same time, I think maybe we can learn from the doing. What we are thinking for the next working group is we are trying to prepare some more useful tools that brings all the latest tools that our partner institutions, including those case studies from the countries, as well as the capacity building activities around the world, to prepare our next working group, which will more focusing on the use of those tools to facilitate more implementation. So for this, particularly for the tracking working group, please go to the next slide. What we are thinking, of course, this is still thinking is on progress, but as you can see, you know, the World Bank is providing their registry system, including the Climate Action Data Trust. And also UNDP is also providing their voluntary registry. As we heard from Singapore, they are also working with the independent standard. And I understand that several discussion is ongoing in those areas. As a bilateral mechanism, JCM is also developing its registry. And I also heard that from Switzerland, they're also developing their registries together with Ghana and other countries. So what we are thinking is we try to bring all those options, which is available for the parties to use their tracking system. Of course, that includes the registry system to international registry to be developed by the UNESCO Secretariat. And of course, Article 6.4 registries and the party registries already in the guidance. So we try to bring all these options, including the country cases. We heard from today and the previous days already the several parties started preparing their own cases. Including I heard from the Alexandra, Vanuatu is also start implementing their tracking system supported by UNDP and probably some other countries. So we would like to bring all those countries cases, including some other cases, to provide options for us. And then try to summarize all these, and then wanted to use for the application to the those countries which are interested to implement. Again, this tracking is one of the requirements for participation of Article 6, and in the preparation of the initial report, they need to also describe what kind of tracking system they are going to use. So again, having those information is really important for the preparation of the initial report, which is really much, starting point of the Article 6 implementation. But at the same time, we need to ensure that those authorization process really captures these tracking systems. So again, all these are very much interconnected. But at the same time, we wanted to provide this is a really, foundation for the infrastructure. So yeah, we wanted to really accelerate this for the parties to really consider those options, and also really, start interacting with those providing support. And with this partnership, we try to facilitate that and try to bring more parties to join. So that's our vision towards the next working group. And then for the meantime, by next September, we try to develop those materials together with our partner institutions, and we'll come back on the next working group. And then the next slide that shows you about what could be the whole package support through this capacity building activities. So what we are envisioning is for each authorization reporting tracking, we try to develop some menu of support and also those capacity that the parties needs to be able to implement Article 6 as a whole, at least from the parties' point of view. So that is what we are trying to develop, and then wanted to offer for the parties, also our partner countries, together with the partner institutions. So this is still very initial image, and I know already many countries and institutions start implementing capacity building. At the same time, I think we need to have a more kind of broader, holistic kind of view of what we really needs to have, and then how much the country has been progressed, and then how much we need to support. So in order to understand those, and also in order to provide a more comprehensive support, we try to develop those initial set of the requirements and the capacity for the parties to implement Article 6. So again, utilizing those working group presentations as those inputs, we will prepare those towards next working group. We will prepare those materials, and then we'll be discussing about those specific materials and how those could be used, and then how we can improve, and then how these could be utilized.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Nice to meet you all again. I'm Koto. And can we put the slides up? Thank you. These are a list of the Article 6 related in-person events happening this year. So I think you already know it's the same slide from last working group, but we just updated the red part, which will be the events which our partnership will be hosting. So May 23rd to 25th this month, there will be the Innovate for Climate in Spain, Bilbao. So our partnership will be hosting a workshop on the principles of high integrity carbon markets and the global landscape of Article 6 implementation. And this workshop will be on May 24th from 2 to 2:50 p.m. Local time. So if you are signed up for the Innovate for Climate, please do meet us there. We'll have speakers from UNFCCC Secretariat, World Bank, Chile, PNG, IGES, and us. So we will also have some time to open the floor to all the audience. So we hope that you can also be there and give us feedback, comments on the ground. And we also have, as mentioned before, we will have a side event with the World Bank during SBE. So we also look forward to seeing some of you there. And next slide, please. Cool, thank you. So as emailed to you before, we are doing a survey to understand what's the status of Article 6 implementation in each countries. And also we want to get more information about capacity building programs done by institutions. So we really want you to give us more information by completing these surveys. It only takes like a few minutes to do it. I think today's speakers, maybe New Zealand, Singapore can also fill in if possible. And I don't know if any other countries are inside today. And for institutions, I think we already had some information from past working groups and past surveys too. But if you have anything to add, to share to us, please do let us know through the survey so that we know about what's happening around. So thank you very much. I think the link to the surveys are on the chat as well. So please do make sure you fill it out today, if possible, please. Thank you so much. And I'll pass the mic back to Takahashi-san.